utilize a block. I like to use a block behind me to remind me of posture. I like to use a strap or have one handy in case there are any stretches that you do that would be helpful to have a strap of sorts. You can use a resistance band, you can use a belt, you can use even an old rope that's not abrasive, that's comfortable to handle. So using a strap helps in some of the stretches. Those are the two main things, a block and a strap. I'll use the block in other areas as well. Sometimes we'll place them between the legs just to begin to engage. We do have one, it looks like one block back there, and you're welcome to use it. I just recommend to wipe it down before, and please wipe it down afterwards. And if any of you are new to yoga, normally we don't wear shoes. Understandably, with chair yoga, sometimes socks can slip, so shoes help you from slipping. We do stand on occasion in chair yoga, and so we do some poses standing. Even though we do have a chair, it's not always used to sit in. It's used for other purposes as well in our practice today. So having your shoes off helps you to root, to engage into the floor, and to engage the legs a little better. All right, let us begin. So welcome everyone. Welcome everyone on Zoom. Catherine, hello, and the kitty. I hope you're doing well. Everyone on Facebook. She's gonna keep opening. So I hope you're all well over there, and maybe one day we'll talk to each other. So, and welcome everyone here. Thanks for coming. It's so important to keep a routine, and to see you every week is fabulous. It's fantastic to keep that routine and to keep your day moving. All right, find something good to do, find good people to talk with. All right, one other thing I like to do now that it's getting warmer, especially hydrate. So at any point you need to get water, please do hydrate. And you're welcome at any time to do that. Throughout the practice, you're welcome to rest at any point you need to, or if there is a pose that just isn't working for you today, the hip doesn't want to move that way, then rest, relax, all right? We all have our own issues, surgeries, whatever it is, stuck shoulders, stiff backs, all of this is part of who you are, and you just work with it, all right? Don't get frustrated, you just slowly work with what we have. And we're glad and to have gratitude with what we are given and what we can use. So let us begin by pressing the feet to the floor about hip width apart, parallel to each other. Thighs are about parallel to each other. And begin to find your engagement. You're rooting through the feet as you press the heels into the floor. Feel the legs engage. Almost feel the glutes begin to engage. You might even lift up a little bit taller as the heart lifts, the shoulders come back, ears are over the shoulders, finding that good posture. And this is where that block might come into handy to remind you to sit up tall and not to lean back and lounge. Deep breath in, arms come up. Inhaling through the nose if you can. Exhale. Palms come down, press the fingertips to the floor, breathe, engaging even through the fingers, Tadasana. This is our mountain pose. This is a pose that I will speak of a lot because even in any other pose, you'll still feel this engagement. Engaging the legs, engaging the torso, lifting up. Breathe, inhale, arms come up, coming into our pranayama and meditation. Exhaling, palms are up or down. Finding a mudra that you wish, relaxing the hands onto the thighs. Allowing your eyes to close on your next exhale if comfortable. And if not, you're welcome to just gaze gently down, relaxing the eye. Focusing on the breath, and if you can, breathing in and out of the nose. Notice the breath. movement of the body. Our three-part breathing here. Inhaling in through the nose, feeling the cool air come in, the chest lifts, the belly expands. On the exhale, feel the warm, humid air release from the body. The chest drops, the belly presses back. Focusing on this movement, on this breath. Removing all of your thoughts. Directing your mind inward. Focusing on the breath, knowing it is primary. All poses are secondary. Remember, there should be no pain. The pain is your body speaking to you, telling you to rest or adjust or modify a pose. And the breath should flow with ease, should never be held. Inhale, arms come up, reaching up, lifting up. Exhaling, pressing the hands, fingertips to the floor, finding the engagement of the body. Tadasana. Inhale, palms up in front of you. Breathe and rotate them down, all the way down so thumbs might reach the floor. Just notice how the shoulders feel. Deep breath in, bring the thumbs all the way around as far as you can go. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Same thing here. Exhale, bring thumbs in towards each other and then maybe rotate them forward. And rotate them all the way around. Breathe. Exhale, hands come down behind you. Press the palms towards each other. Opening up the chest. Bring the thumbs up and around. Breathe. And then all the way in the other direction. Exhale, come together. Holding them here, press the hands together and gently rotate to the left. Try and keep the hands together. So only go as far as the hand allows. Deep breath in, come back to center, exhaling to the right, extending, breathing, keeping palms together. Stretching through that shoulder. Lift up tall, good posture even here. Come back to center. Exhale, palms down to the thighs. Lift up. Realign the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, keeping the spine long. Slowly rotate on your inhale to a shoulder, maybe just an inch or two to begin with. And as you feel the muscles stretch and relax, maybe a little bit more. The chin may come all the way to the shoulder. Use your breath, exhaling to center and inhaling to a shoulder. On your next exhale, bring chin to chest. Arms come up, reach up. Fingertips together, elbows come apart. And begin your waves. Slowly just feeling the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, even the knuckles of your fingers can undulate in one direction. Deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. And reverse. Popping, crunching is fine. There's no pain. You can make the waves as shallow as you'd like or as deep as you like. And beginning to still the arms gently, lifting up tall. Breathe, extend hands forward, gently rotate the wrists in one direction. And reverse. Now elbows. And reverse. And now one arm, then the other. And reverse. Find both hands in front, palms are up, reach and touch your back. And then allow them to drop, and then back. Easy warming up the shoulders. And relax. Deep breath in, holding the chair. Find your Tadasana. Strong legs. Breathe. Knees are over ankles. We're going to lift the right leg. Core is engaging as you do this. Press through that right heel. Point, flex, and then rotate all the way around. If you need to, you're welcome to hold that leg if it tires or fatigues you. Use a strap here if you'd like as well. Reverse, all the way around. Breathe. See if you can make a big circle with your toe. There we go. Good. Lift up that toe, reach up through the heel. Breathe. Exhale it out to the side and back in. Try and keep that right leg strong and steady. Or the left leg, excuse me. Bring it through, up, higher, exhale it down. Shake it out. Nice, more like hold that chair again. Strong legs. Now your right leg firmly into the floor. Lift the left, press through the heel. Point, flex. Still good posture. And rotate all the way around. Nice big circle with your big toe. Breathe. Core strong. Heart lifting. Reverse. Lift up a little bit higher. Breathe. Exhale it out and in. Steady right leg. Bring it in. Lift up a little bit higher. Feel that core work. Exhale it down. Shake it out. Windshield wiper. Keep nice and wide, and then just slowly rotate knees side to side. Notice how the hips are feeling. Anyone with hip issues, just be mindful. You can make those smaller movements, especially if you've had any sort of replacements. Make sure that hip is steady. And come back, nice and wide legs. Deep breath in. Knees are tracking toes. So adjust your feet. Arms come up. Got it. Press the knees back. Feel the legs engage. Exhale, hinge forward. Just about 30 degrees. Thereabouts. Press the feet to the floor. Knees press back. Thighs are working here. Inhale, lift. Good posture. Exhale, heart lifts. Feel the gentle back bend. Inhale, arms up, temple, in chair. Exhale, modified 5-pointed star. Press the shoulder blades together. Come forward, hands, palms together, knees come together. Exhale, palms down to the knees, cat, cow, warming up your spine. You're welcome to come forward on your chair if you'd like. If you know that you will really come back with the spine towards the back. So sitting up tall, deep breath in. On your exhale, belly button comes back, chin to chest, and feel the arch of the back. Inhale, neutral spine. Now exhale, bring hands, slide them back. Our heart comes forward. Feel the reverse arch. Inhale, tall. Exhale, cat. Slide the hands forward, extending the arms, chin to chest. Inhale, slide the hands back. Arch forward. Exhaling as you do. Using your own breath to guide you, continue. On your next inhale, finding neutral spine, lifting up tall. You're going to slide elbows to the thigh. Palms are down. Press the feet to the floor. Feel the legs engage. Nice long spine here. Breathe. Now bring the shoulder blades back and lift the heart for a modified sphinx. Breathe. Holding it here. Feel the legs engage. Inhale, chest comes down, slide the hands back to the thighs. Bring elbows in by the ribs. We're going to come into a modified cobra. Lift the heart, shoulder blades press back, elbows stay bent. Breathe. You should be feeling this in your back. It's the gentle work of the muscles here. Exhale, slide elbows down for sphinx. Shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, relax the head, come back. Come up one vertebra at a time. The chin will be last up. Breathe, windshield wiper, knees side to side. Coming back to center. We're coming into eagle legs, opening up the back of the pelvis. Bringing your right leg in slightly to the center. We're going to lift the left up, reach up. Good. Bring it out. And then come in and see if you can cross that leg. If you have a block and you find that you need to use it, you're welcome to place the foot on the block. If that helps for you to get into this position. So adjust, make sure both sit bones are on their chair. And then slowly start to point the toe down closer to the ankle. All right, you may be an eagle right here. This may be your eagle, or even over here. So adjust as you need to for your hips, for your knees. And then slowly you might even start to find, not today, that's okay, not everyone. This takes practice, this is work. Now try and keep that foot on the floor. Breathe. Your knees should be fairly centered to the body. So adjust the foot over if you can. There we go, good. And now you'll feel the pelvis start to adjust too. All right, so the more you can bring it centered to the body, the better it is for the pelvis to open up. So sitting up tall, shoulders back, arms can come up, reach up, and exhale. Left arm under right, and maybe grab the shoulder. Maybe the forearms can come together. Again, everyone is different. Do what you can do. Breathe. Maybe the wrists can come together. And lift up the elbows, reaching up. Full eagle in chair. Exhale, come slightly forward. Feel the pressure on your right foot as you come forward. Inhale, lift up, bring elbows up as high as you can. Feel the shoulder blades open. Exhale, release the arms. Grab the chair, now come forward. And just focus on your back. Focus on the hips. Notice the opening or not. Gentle stretch of your lower back. Breathe. Inhale, lift up, reach up. And then slowly you can start unwinding your legs if they're all wound up. Bring that left leg out, pop front. Yes, it's okay. No pain. Back in and out. Now bring that left foot into center. Center to the body. As always, I try and keep them centered so it helps to bring that left leg in. Lift up the right. Bring it out. And then maybe crossing it over. And again, you can use that block wherever you need it. If it's right there, if it's crossed, you can bring it over. So adjusting anything you need to. And again, both sit bones are on the chair. So sitting up tall, and then maybe bringing those calves closer to each other. And you may even notice that one side is totally different from the other. Coming around, maybe it crosses, as long as that foot can plant, and again, fairly centered. Breathe. Sitting up tall, just notice how this side feels, how the hips feel here. Arms come up, right come under left. Maybe this is where you are for eagle eye, or maybe forearms can come together, maybe the wrists wrap around. Breathe. Just anything you need to. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, come forward. Notice the work. Left foot presses into the floor, keeps you supported. Inhale, lift, reach up. Now exhale, bring the elbows down. Squeeze into the heart. Unwind the arms, reaching up. Exhale, grab the chair and then come forward. Focus on the back, the pelvic area. Inhale, lift, reach up. And maybe assist that leg, unwind it, or just hold the chair, bring the leg out and in. Deep breaths in and back. Shake it out. A little bit more of an opening for the heart. We're coming into reverse prayer. All right, so reverse prayer. Arms come up, reaching up. Exhale, hands come behind you. And if your hands don't touch, you're also welcome to use a strap. The strap helps to connect and just keep them together. But otherwise, palms come together. And then notice your posture. Come forward, sit up tall, shoulders are back. Good posture, ears over the shoulders. And then elbows start to come out. Maybe the fingertips go towards the tailbone. The wrists will come apart a little. That's fine. Maybe you'll start coming up a little bit more. Maybe you'll reach up. And then you'll adjust and come up only as far as is comfortable for you. Again, notice the posture. This is key. Keeping the posture erect. Elbows back, shoulders back. Breathe. You'll feel this through the pinky fingers, through the wrists. This helps to stretch out a lot of the carpal tunnel issues. So if you are at a computer a lot during the day, it's good to maybe take a few minutes and do this just to open out and stretch out that area. Breathe. Also feel this through the shoulders, especially if you try and bring the shoulders back. Again, lift up tall and always try to maintain good posture here. Breathe. Slowly, we're going to come out of this. On your next exhale, begin to bring the fingertips back down, extending towards the floor, reaching back. Arms come out, lift the palms up. Breathe and come into prayer. Shake them out. All right, any questions on this? Any tingling? You're good? Okay, a little tingling. Yeah, sometimes the movement causes a little constriction of a blood vessel in here, and so that's where you get the tingling, but it's okay because we'll come out of it. We don't stay in it for too long. All right, deep breath in, arms come up, reach up, exhale down, grab into the chair. And we're going to pivot towards the right. You're welcome to use a block. We're coming into our lunge and chair. So adjust your left knee so that it can comfortably bend. And if you have a block, you can place it on that block. You don't need to have it necessarily. It's just useful, supportive. And then find at least one sit bone comfortably in the chair. Your front foot, all right? So your right knee is over right ankle. And the heart is facing forward. The hips are facing the side of the chair. Good. And then if you feel comfortable, you're welcome to hold that chair, you can start pressing the left leg back. Again, if it doesn't want to, keep it bent. Adjust it wherever you need it. So extending through the heel, pressing, now opening up the hip flexors of the left leg. Heart is lifting. You feel the strength in your front leg. Remember Tadasana? That's the feel. Engage the legs like if you were in Tadasana. The back toe is pressing back. And breathe. You can almost lift up out of your chair. How strong and engaged your legs should be. Left arm might come up. Breathe. Maybe the right for a full crescent lunge in chair. Slight lift of the heart. Feel a gentle back bend. Again, there should be no pain, but yes, you feel the work. Exhale, gently come forward, extending arms forward. Feel that front leg really engaged. And lift up, deep breath in. Warrior two, we're going to bring the hands to the hips, rotate them towards me, the front of your chair. Adjust your back foot. You need to adjust that back foot for the hips. So take your time, adjust your front foot. But again, that front foot, that right knee is still over right ankle and still pointing forward. All right, so this thigh is pressing back. This is really active, this right leg right now. The left leg is trying to figure out where it needs to go. So once you found that position, the left edge of your outer foot presses into the floor. Now lift up, shoulders back, arms come out. Good. Relax those shoulders. So let's bring your palms up and then back down. And look over your right fingers. Breathe. Reverse warrior. That left hand comes down to left side. Right palm comes up, lifts up, reaches up. Feel the stretch to the right side. Breathe. Do what you can. Listen to the body. Rest or modify. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. Breathe. Side angle. We're going to bend that right elbow, place the right forearm onto the right thigh, bring the left arm around and about. It comes up and over the head, so press the shoulder blades back. Breathe. How are the legs? Are they still active? We're forgetting about those, maybe. Now reach over with the hand, with your left hand, extending. Stretching through the left side of the body. Active here. Exhale, we're coming out of this. So bring that left arm down. As it comes up, lift the right, strong legs. Warrior two. Exhale, hands down. And let's just quickly come out of this. Just relax that right leg. Bring it forward, windshield wiper. And then pivot to the left side. Left knee over left ankle. Right leg finding its position. Bent knee. Breathe. Heart lifting. And then when you're ready, maybe extending your right leg back or not. Again, listen to your body. So if your knee needs to stay bent, if you have any issues with this joint, then maybe keep it bent. Extending back, heart lifts, the hips are now facing the side, left side of your chair. Breathe. Right arm comes up. Maybe the left. Again, you're always welcome to keep the arms down if you feel more support holding the chair. Lift the heart up, feel that gentle back bend, strong legs. Again, feel the strength in the front leg, the back leg. Ready for warrior two. Exhale, hands come down. Pivot so that the hips are forward. Adjust your feet. Even move and position your pelvis. So if you feel like it's going back, bring it forward. Adjust it. Feel this left leg, thigh pressing out and over so that the knee is tracking toes. Press the right edge of your foot down to the floor. Feel the strength in your legs. Eventually you may feel the strength. You can almost lift. That's how strong the legs should be. Breathe. Arms come up. Extend forward. Left hand over left foot. Eyes tracking those left fingers. Strong. Relax the shoulders. There we go. Lift up to the top of the head. Reverse warrior. Right palm to right thigh. Left palm lifts up towards the sky. Reaches. Breathe. How's the left thigh? Engage. Exhale, right angle, bending left elbow onto left thigh. Bring right hand down, up and over. Good. Extend. Feel the strength from the edge of your right heel all the way to the fingers of your right hand. Breathe. Feel the stretch through the right ribs, right hip. Exhale, bring the hand down, come back into warrior two, lifting both arms, strong warriors. Relax the shoulders, lift the head, good. Eyes look over towards the fingers. Exhale, hands come down, grab the chair, side to side. Good chance to get a bit of water here, and we'll stay standing. Move those hips if you need to. That's a lot of big hip openers. And when you're ready, we're going to come behind the chair, holding on to the chair. You're welcome to stay in the chair if you'd like. We're going to go into goddess, and some stretches in wide-legged positions. And then we'll be coming into a plank. So I will guide you through this, and again, you can stay in the chair for all of it. Deep breath in, finding your Tadasana, pressing those feet to the floor, parallel to each other. Engaging the legs. Lift up through the heart, shoulders back, core is strong. Breathe. If you feel comfortable, lift the arms up, reach up. Exhale, hands to chair, wide legs. As wide as is comfortable for you. Parallel the feet. Good. Exhale, lift the tailbone and come forward. All right. Notice if you're locking your knees, you're welcome to bend those knees ever so slightly. Try not to lock them. And you can adjust your chair. If they're light enough, you can move them if you prefer to come down lower. Or you're welcome to have it support you completely. All right, so you can use this chair however you want. You're welcome to use the seat of the chair if you prefer. And just lift and feel the stretch through each hamstring, through the hips, and gently move hips side to side. Just sway them. Doesn't have to be very much, just enough to notice the connection there. Again, try and bend the knees ever so slightly. Bending the knees actually uses the medial part of your muscle rather than the connections of the bone or the ligaments, and actually utilizes it. It's more efficient for a stretch. It's better for your stretch to stretch through the medial part of that muscle than through the ends, where they're a little bit more sensitive and you can actually strain them easier. Breathe. Inhale. Gently lift up, coming out of this. And we're going to bend towards the right ever so gently. Just notice how the knee feels. If there's any pain, you're welcome to just stay in the straight legs and hold it there. Breathe. We're stretching the inner part of the left leg. Come back to center, bending now the left knee, stretching the inner part of the right leg. Again, listen to the body. Breathe. Good. Inhale back. Wide legs. Come forward. Your torso is parallel to the floor. Strong legs. So I'm asking, bring those shins forward slightly. Forcing those knees to bend on you. Good. I'm watching you. And strong legs. You're welcome to keep holding the chair. Otherwise, maybe bring one arm up and lift, bending the knee at the same time. Bring the heels in. Good. Toes are still out. Now you're in goddess. You're welcome to hold that chair anytime you need to. Breathe. Squeeze the glutes. Shoulders are back. We're going to come up out of this. Extending the legs. Arms come out. 5-pointed star. Arms come up. Morning glory. And as we bring the arms down, bring the feet in. Shake it out. All right, plank. All right, we're welcome to use the wall if you like. You can use your forearms against the wall, bring your feet a little bit further away, and then come into plank that way if you're more comfortable with that, or if you're not comfortable with the chair. You can use the chair by holding onto the chair and taking a step back, and then with long body, it's straight, all right? Not bending or hinging at the hip, finding Tadasana here, and then coming forward. And this is plank with the chair high up. You're welcome to do it with a seat, a little bit more difficult, a little bit more work, and even using forearms with the chair. So you can choose whichever one you want. The important thing is to try and keep the body in a straight line, all right? Not hips up. That's not a plank. That's more of a down dog. Straight line, and we're working core here. So all this section is working very much. All right, so choosing your position. All right, we're going to come into plank. Some of you are already going at it. You're good. All right, deep breath in. Inhale, arms come up, reach up. Exhale, come to your chair wherever you want. Adjust the position of the chair for you, for your body or torso. And then press the feet back, finding your plank. Shoulders are slightly back. All right. Core is strong. Breathe. See if you can bring the hips down a little bit more, Candy. Yeah, it's up, up. Oh, you're sliding. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't get hurt. It's the important part. Breathe. Now press the hips back. Find down dog. Arms extend. Head comes through the arms. Hips are up high. Breathe. Coming forward for plank. Reach forward with the heart. Drop the hips. Breathe. Again, if it's moving, you can use the wall. The wall might be holding it here, shoulder blades back, and press the hips back. Modified down dog, the chair. Bend your knees slightly. Try not to lock the knees. Good. And head comes through the arms. Press the tailbone up high. Feel the stretch through the arms, through the back of the legs. You're welcome to walk the dog by bending one knee, extending the other. Inhale back to plank. Breathe. Last one, I promise. I promise. Shoulders down. And then to a prepare posture. Bring your feet, adjust your feet. Arms might come out. You're welcome to fold the chair and then lift up, reach up, upward salute, exhale down. Shake it out. Little sip of water, good here. I know we just had one, but we're gonna stay standing. We're gonna do tree. We're gonna work on balance. Still have you for a few more minutes. All right. So holding on to the chair, you're welcome to stand to the side if you prefer, because we will be lifting the knee up and then moving it out. If you prefer to, you're welcome to move your chair to a wall and have the wall and you and the chair both, and therefore you can have extra security that way. All right, so just as you need to. All right, so finding your Tadasana. Deep breath in, core is in, shoulders are back. Find those feet pressing into the floor, shins slightly forward. We're not locking legs, never locking the legs. Now you're going to put more pressure onto your right foot. Feel that right foot press into the floor as your left heel starts to lift. Core is engaged, hips are strong here. All right, keep the center of gravity centered to you. All right, don't bring it forward. You get off kilter. Shoulders are back and up. Keep it so that the gravity only has the smallest amount of space to push down on you. And then maybe lift that left knee, left foot off the floor. You're welcome to keep it there. You're welcome to have it even on a block if you do want to raise it but want a little support. So that's where the blocks are so useful. Exhale it out. And then find a spot, maybe toe on the floor, maybe toe on ankle, on the calf, never on the knee. Always be mindful. The knee has so many different ligaments. Don't push those. Very fragile. Shoulders back. Good. Hold that chair if you need to. And find tree. Core is strong. Breathe. Maybe half grip. If you need to work on the balance, you can always find a focal point, something in front of you that's not moving. Focus on that. Maybe full prayer. And slowly, maybe full tree, start to grow. You're making me laugh, Al. Open up, branches. Breathe. Core must stay strong. Find that center of gravity right here, this chakra. Shoulders are pressing back. Good. And come back. Palms down. Knee forward. Exhale down. Shake it out. Have fun with it. Not that foot. Yes, that right foot is probably needing a little rotation, crunching, popping. All right, other side. So again, Tadasana, always find that strength, bend the knee slightly. Left leg now is going to be your standing leg. Right heel comes up. Keep that core strong, always. The hips, feel it. And know that each side can be different, so it may be easier or harder on this side. Now exhale, bring that foot out. Good. Hips are open here. Maybe find that spot on the foot. If you're in chair, just put the leg out to the side and toe down. There we go. So that you'll have an open hip. Good. Breathe. Maybe a half prayer. Find that focal point. How's the core? How's the strength in the leg? Maybe a full prayer. Maybe the tree will grow and branches. Holding here, a couple more breaths. Hands come back to prayer. Knee forward and down. Shake it out. All right, one more time. We're going to come behind the chair. We're going to come into a forward fold. If you know that you should keep your head above the heart, please listen to it and do so. Otherwise, we're going to drop the head below the heart as much as is comfortable for you. All right, and again, you can use a block if you have one. If you're in chair, deep breath in, arms come up, exhale, come forward, or prepare posture. Breathe, and then slowly you can walk your hands down the chair. If you have a block and you wish to use it, you're welcome to use that block. Find your forward fold, stretching the entire back side of your body. Coming down only as far as is comfortable for you today. Remembering it's not what it was yesterday. Future's not yet here. We work with what we have now, today, this moment. With each breath, breathing. And gently move side to side. Allow the head to relax completely. Think about trying to release every vertebra, opening each vertebra up, decompressing. On the next inhale, slowly start to walk hands up. Finding your prepared posture. And then bending the knees and standing. Whew. Okay. All right, back into our chair. Everyone feel okay? As good as you can get, right? All right. Lifting up, sitting up tall. Breathe. Arms come up, reach up, and then we're going to grab our right leg. Squeeze it in. Point, flex your toes. You can have a strap ready here. We're going to do our stretches with the leg and our twists. Rotate all the way around. And then if you do have a band or strap or rope or a towel, you can extend that right leg, lift up. And again, you can welcome to use your hand to support the leg if you need to. Reaching up as high as comfortable. Grabbing on with the right hand. If you have a strap, extend it out. Keep that left leg still. Yeah, it's the hard part sometimes. Lifting up and keeping that left knee over left ankle. You might even use that chair to help support and lift. Coming back to center. I like to switch hands and just gently pull a little bit on that leg. Feel the stretch through that IT band. Breathe. Come back to center, ready for pigeon. You're welcome to use a block here, bending that knee. You can place the foot on its side on the floor onto a block to lift it up a little higher. This is stretching your hip, or placing that right ankle onto the left thigh. You may almost automatically feel the stretch through the right hip. If not, we'll come a little deeper. Find that spot. That's your edge. Lifting up, hinging at the hip. So the belly comes down towards the thigh. The heart is still reaching up. As you come forward, only come forward as far as is comfortable. Breathe. And you're welcome to move side to side. Use your breath, your exhale especially, to go a little deeper. Might even grab the chair to support. And slowly we're going to inhale up. Nice and tall. Good posture here. Adjust anything you need to. All right, we're going to bring that knee in, bring it out, and back down. Shake it out if you need to. All right, left leg, squeeze it in, bring it out, And in point, flex, rotate all the way around. And the other way too. Extending your left foot, reach through the heel. Lift up nice and tall. Breathe. And now extending out to the left, right knee over right ankle. Try and keep that alignment. Listen to the body. And come back to center. Switching, just gently tugging that leg over, feeling the stretch through the abs and down. Back to center, lift up a little bit higher, and bend the knee, ready for pigeon on this side. So again, floor, block, 2 blocks, maybe all the way up to the thigh. Adjust, again, there should never be pain. No pain in the knee, ankle, hip. So modify anything you need to. Lift up tall, hinging at the hip. Belly's going to come towards the thighs. Heart still lifts high. Breathe. Using your exhale to go a little deeper. Relax the face, the shoulders, the lips. Inhale slowly, lift, reach up at the top of the head. Take the time. Bring that knee in and out. Extend whatever it is you might need and drop it down. Ready for Shavasana. Find yourself comfortably seated, properly aligned. Inhale, arms come up, reach it. Lift up, extend, exhale. Allow the palms to land facing up, accepting where you are. Open to the practice today and for the day that we have left. Allowing your eyes to gently close or look down, finding a mudra if you wish. With each exhale, allowing the forehead to relax, the eye, the cheek, the tongue, the jaw, the teeth unclenched, the throat, the neck, the shoulders feel heavy, the arms, the hands begin to surrender into the thighs. The legs, the feet, Begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Lift the shoulders up and exhale them down. Allow the chin to drop. And then inhale, lift it up. Arms come up, reach up. All together into prayer. I thank you for coming today. Trying not to judge yourself, your body, each side. Accepting and finding peace. And with this peace, learning to share it, that it always starts with each and every one of us. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you, which means namaste. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Catherine.